Hello guys and welcome to Sandbox Interactive. My name is Robin Henkes, I'm Albion Online's game director, and I have the honor of showing you around a little bit in the studio today. Come on in. So the first room here is business and community management. Here we have Kati in accounting and Nogare, who you know from the forum, who's our marketing director, and he's the guy behind the videos. And we have Christian, who is carefully handling your finances, founder's money, and he's doing some secret side project. He's working on a novel. Then, finally, we have Talian from the forum. What you working on?
I'm currently putting the final touches on a new news article, and at the same time I'm having an eye on our social media presences, Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, naturally on the forums and our ticket system. So whenever players try to get in touch, they get a prompt response if possible.
Yeah. So you guys have seen a lot of stuff from Talian, but what you haven't seen is our production, so let's go there. So this is where the game designers sit. This is where the decisions get made for Albion. Over here, for example, we have the combat team. These guys are just busy polishing the combat, making combat more cool. Michael and Michael. Hey. They're both the designers responsible for the combat, and they're currently working on balancing and introducing new abilities. They have two artists with them. Andreas, over here, is working on effects for the spells to make, the spells feel really powerful and awesome when you do them. And over here, Richard is working on the animations for combat. So he's giving them, the real kick. Currently, I think, for a Great Axe animation. You can look forward to seeing that stuff in close beta. The other part of game design is over here, where the system designers sit.
Hi.
Currently, it's only Matt. Matt, what are you working on right now?
Right now, I am building up all the data for the labourer system. Composing it all in XML, in Excel, a nice big table, and then it's all going to get shoved across into XML so we can build it into the game.
Okay, yeah, as you can see, game design is pretty dry work, lots of tables and sheets.
Yeah.
This is where I typically sit. The last thing I was doing before starting this video was researching Android devices that we want to have tested for compatibility, so QA. And over here is where Empa would sit, but unfortunately he's caught a fever and is in bed. So let's go to programming. Down here is where our programmers sit. This is where, honestly, all the magic happens. This is where our concepts, all the written stuff gets turned into actual working game code. So Sebastian is currently implementing the new login screen for the multiple characters that you can have on one account now. And David, who you know from the videos over here, is our technical director. And what are you actually doing right now?
I'm currently working on the chargeable buffs for the combat team.
Chargeable buffs. So the chargeable buffs, for example, are one feature that the combat team requested to be able to build a more exciting combat. Basically, we're reworking the way that buffs stack. So this allows the team more precise control when balancing and allows them to build some special abilities, but you'll see more of that in beta. And finally, right now we have Michael over here, who's working on optimizing the performance of the animation system, I believe.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how's that coming?
It's going very well. We improved by a factor of like 5 times faster, so the game should run much more smoothly now.
Very cool. So that is one of the many things we do to, improve things in the background, something you don't obviously see but still takes a lot of effort. We want to make sure Albion runs as smoothly as possible. Now, let's take a look at art. So this is the art room. This is where we make Albion beautiful. Over here, Florian is currently working on, the new design for the login screen and on the treasure chests already as well. This is what you saw in implementation from Sebastian already. And treasure chests are something you will find in the world of Albion. Over here we have Marcus. Marcus is our art director. He's responsible for the entire look of the game. And he's currently also designing all the new armors, everything that the combat team requires, the different light and heavy armors. It's a huge amount of different assets, and he is all doing it by himself.
Not all of them.
The last part of art is the asset and level design. This is Maria. She's currently developing all the art assets for the shrines. These shrines are places that you'll find in the world of Albion where you can enchant your weapons, and she's making them ready for placement by the level designers. Over here is the level designers then. They're currently working on different things. Max is building the guild islands. He's, I think, currently designing the highest stage of the guild islands. So this is what your guild island could look like when you fully upgraded it. On the other side, Adrian's currently decorating some levels, improving some of our environments and adding to the world of Albion. And finally, over here we have Chris, who's currently building the world map. You know, all the visuals for our new continent that is being added right next to the old one. Well, thank you very much for joining us, guys. I hope you enjoyed this inside look, and we look forward to seeing you in closed beta.